All right. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Hot Seat Automotive Podcast. It is your buddy CJ here, and tonight we're talking about all things automotive industry, the car guy hobby, cars, all the things that those real gearheads love talking about. Real gearhead talk. You know this is the place to be for that real gearhead talk. Welcome back to all my subscribers. You know your buddy CJ loves each and every one of you. Around here, guys, if you're new, we talk about cars and what's going on with exotic cars and muscle cars and supercars and automotive events and motorsports and all the above. And we have a great time doing it. We are automotive enthusiasts. We are gearheads. And if you're into that kind of stuff, you're welcome here. Give me a like and subscribe. Guys, leave me those comments. You know your buddy CJ loves interacting with you guys, and I'm so grateful and appreciative to each and every one of you. Listen, we've got a big topic tonight. An exciting one. Big news for car guys and gearheads. Anytime the Chevrolet Corvette has a significant announcement, a new model, a new version, a new trim package, it's news. Just like if Porsche does anything with the 911, or Ferrari comes out with a new car, or McLaren, or you name it, we've got to talk about it. And guys, all the buzz in the automotive industry right now is on the Chevrolet Corvette ZR1X. And of course, your buddy CJ is coming on here tonight. I'm going to tell you what I think about it. Listen, I'll be blunt with you, right? The news media is overstuffed right now. It is flush with Corvette ZR1 information. So I am not going to come on here and give you yet another rendition of the same regurgitated junk that we've all been hearing about again and again and again for the past 24 hours. Look, no hate here. It is big news in all seriousness, but what I really want to get to, we're going to talk about some of the text and the specifics because we have to. Let's talk about what this new Corvette ZR1X is, okay? So I'm going to give you that rundown very quickly, number one. Number two, though, I want to share some candid thoughts. I want to share my perspective on it. What does this car mean? What does it not mean, okay? How disruptive is it going to be in the market? In which market? And listen, I'm going to tell you what I think about it because you know your buddy CJ always keeps it real. I give you that real gearhead talk. I tell you like it is. And you know, if you hear it here on Hot Seat Automotive Podcast, you can write it down. You can take it to the bank. Come on, guys. We have fun. You know, it's all in good fun here, guys. But let's get right into it. So we're going to talk about the Chevrolet Corvette ZR1X. Guys, first things first, the new Chevrolet Corvette ZR1X. This is a 2026 model year vehicle based on that Chevrolet Corvette C8 platform, okay? The numbers are staggering. The numbers are awe-inspiring. We're talking about the twin-turbo V8 LT7, which is already producing 1,064 horsepower in the regular ZR1. But that's just the beginning because we also have the electric front drive axle system out of the E-Ray platform that's probably good for around 150, 200 additional horsepower. All in, Chevrolet is telling us this car will produce somewhere in the order of 1,250 horsepower. Are you kidding me? We're talking 0 to 60 in under 2 seconds, okay? We're talking about quarter mile times right there in the nines out of the factory. This car is going to be easily a $200,000 car. Chevrolet hasn't told us exactly where they're going to start. Is it going to be 190K? Is it going to be 195K? The ZR1 itself, I think, is starting right around 175K. Make no mistake, by the time you spec your ZR1X, you're going to be in the 200s, okay? There was a lot of speculation as to whether or not this car would be known as the Zora. And for those that don't know, the name Zora harkens back to an engineer and designer who was known as the father of the Corvette by the name of Zora. So we didn't get the Zora name, but my goodness, I think we have received from Chevrolet the ultimate evolution of the C8 platform. So first things first, what I will say is, absolutely incredible to think back in 2019, we were first introduced to the Chevrolet Corvette C8 platform, mid-engine V8, rear-wheel drive, dare I say, the supercar platform, at least the supercar template, for at least a decade, maybe 2 decades, okay? Something that Chevrolet was adopting, and that was disruptive and that was innovative. And with about just shy of 500 horsepower in the Stingray, we're talking about a car that had a sub 3 second 0 to 60. We're talking about a car that got you down into the 11s, maybe the low 12s for a quarter mile, easy, any day. So an incredible machine, was really innovative, revolutionary, but that was just the beginning. We then got the Z06, which gave us that brilliant LT7 flat plane crank, naturally aspirated, 670 horsepower platform, an incredible evolution of the C8 platform beyond the Stingray. But we didn't stop there. Then we got the E-Ray, the first all-wheel drive Corvette with that electric front drive axle, not a plug-in hybrid, but the Corvette's version of a hybrid that offered us, just this incredible high-tech, innovative next level, like an all-wheel drive Corvette, first time in history. But that wasn't enough. We then got the ZR1, which took that LT7 from the Z06 and put 2 turbos on it, okay? Giving us 1,064 horsepower. And ZR1 was bananas. And, we're looking at a 230 mile per hour car and a $200,000 Corvette all day long, okay? And then Chevrolet went here. And guys, listen, ZR1X, what can you say? Combining the best of the LT7 twin turbo with all of the updated aero and track performance focus of the ZR1, okay, with the hybrid drivetrain, which guess what? All the supercar companies are doing, Ferrari, McLaren, Lamborghini, okay? Porsche's there now as well with the super sports cars and the super high performance cars. They're all there. Now Corvette is too. Okay? And a couple of thoughts. And let's take a look at this again, guys, shall we? Guys, a couple things. Listen, I got to say it. So Chevy is winning here with the Corvette. Are you kidding me? Listen, Ford, where are you at with your innovation? Okay, you got the GTD. The GTD is not a Mustang. It looks like a Mustang, but all of its underpinnings are really supercars innovation from Ford wrapped in a Mustang body. It's not a real Mustang. Sorry. It's a Mustang in appearance only and in brand only. GTD is another animal. Also, it's going to be extremely constrained. So you go from a regular Mustang to the supercar version, hello, $300,000, and it is not a Mustang, okay? Different model here for Chevrolet. We've got the C8 platform that has gone from Stingray to Z06 to E-Ray to ZR1 to ZR1X, and it's all based on the same platform and some of the same underpinnings. Of course, there are differences, but you can't compare what Chevrolet is doing with Corvette, where you literally have a Corvette for every budget, to what Ford has done. Ford GT, where are you? Ford GT, you there? Gone. There is no more Ford GT, okay? Ford's got the Mustang, and then you jump to a GTD, which is a completely different animal. Dodge, where are you at? Hello, Dodge. Demon 170, gone. Okay? Stellantis and Dodge I don't know what they're doing. They're messing around with EV drivetrains and hybrids, but not in a good way, okay? They don't have anything in the same ballpark of a C8, much less a ZR1X, okay? So Detroit, where you at, right? Like Chevy is carrying the banner of Corvette from sports car to supercar to hypercar territory, okay? From a performance standpoint. Chevrolet wins. You can't argue with that. You can't argue with that. Who else out of the big Detroit manufacturers in the United States is doing anything on the level of Chevrolet with the Corvette? Nobody. Chevrolet is driving the innovation and the buzz in the American performance and super sports car market. You cannot argue. It's not even close. Sorry, Mustang guys. And listen, I'm not a hater. I own a Mustang. I own a Corvette. I've owned them all, right? I love them all. But in 2025 to 2026, Corvette wins. Corvette wins the battle in Detroit from a super performance standpoint. And there is no room for that argument. You know, the other fascinating thing about the ZR1 and about the C8 platform, okay, in general, is that, think about it. Chevrolet has adopted the Porsche 911 model here, where from $100,000 all the way up to $350,000, there is a Porsche 911 for every one of those budget ranges and brackets. Similar model here with the Chevrolet Corvette C8. Isn't it fascinating? You've got a base Stingray, $50,000 to $70,000, let's say, okay? Then you step up to an E-Ray or a Z06, $90,000 to $130,000, let's say. Then you step up to a ZR1. Listen, still hot off the press, still hot off the assembly line. You're looking at $180,000 to $220,000 probably, if you can find one at that price point. And then you head up to the upper ether, starting easily, I think, at $200K with the ZR1X. Not unlike the Porsche 911 model, where we've got a Carrera and a Carrera S and a Turbo and a GTS and a Turbo S and a GT3 and a GT3 RS. Chevrolet Corvette has adopted the Porsche 911 model, and I love it. I think it's fantastic. I think it's brilliant. And Corvette brand going strong and getting stronger. I think if you're an automotive enthusiast, this is a fantastic time to be alive. And what an incredible time to be a part of our hobby, guys. So we should all get excited, regardless of whether you're a Chevy person or not. Come on, Ford guys, get on board. But guys, a couple of other thoughts about this. You know, I am excited about the ZR1X, as any automotive enthusiast should be. All that tech, all that performance. But I want to talk about something else. And I want to say what maybe needs to be said. And let's take a look at it again here, shall we? So everybody's excited about the Corvette ZR1X, and I am as well, okay? Having said that, there's a lot of conjecture and perspective that the ZR1X is going to ruin or destroy the supercar and hypercar market. And guys, that's clickbait, and y'all just need to stop saying that. So is this thing on? If you're in the sound of my voice, don't worry about the supercar or hypercar market. The buyer of a Ferrari, McLaren, Lamborghini, a high-end Porsche is not going to cancel their order to run out to buy a Chevrolet Corvette ZR1X, okay? Don't worry about the integrity or stability of the supercar or hypercar market, okay? It's just different. And it doesn't matter how fast or powerful any Corvette in the world is, right? ZR1X, 1,200 plus horsepower. You could strap a jet engine on a C8 Corvette, okay? And, you know, double the performance of a ZR1X. Your typical Ferrari or high-end Porsche or Lamborghini or McLaren enthusiast is not going to run out and buy a Corvette. So listen, guys, not as a replacement anyway. Let's stop saying that Corvette is going to completely destroy the supercar or hypercar market. Let's not forget that Chevrolet has been doing incredibly disruptive things with the Corvette since the C4 ZR1. And if you remember, when the C4 ZR1 came out, everybody said, that's the end of Ferrari, that's the end of Lamborghini, that's the end of Porsche, because the Corvette ZR1 was just so good that none of the super sports cars or supercars could compete anymore. That's going back to the 1990s, okay? Here we are in 2025, and the C4 ZR1, the C6 ZR1, so on and so forth. These are definitely incredible cars, but in no way have any of those cars stood the test of time to replace the Ferrari, the Lamborghini, the Porsche, the McLaren. They just haven't. For Corvette enthusiasts, the ZR1, listen, has always been the top of the food chain for the Corvette, but it doesn't mean it's going to replace the prevalence and the importance of these premium supercar brands, these premium exotic brands. It's just not. Okay. And it has nothing to do with Nürburgring time. It has nothing to do with top speeds or 0 to 60s or quarter mile or half mile. The Chevrolet Corvette C8 ZR1X is absolutely disruptive and innovative and pushing the limit for supercar and hypercar-like performance. And it's coming out of Detroit. So that's incredible. But make no mistake, it is not going to make a dent. It is not going to disrupt the supercar or hypercar environment at all. At all. Ferrari's demand, Lamborghini's demand, Porsche's demand for high-end Porsches, McLaren's demand is not going to take any sort of hit based on the Corvette ZR1X. It's just not. It's a different buyer. Your super premium exotic buyer is going to still go for super premium brands. Your automotive enthusiast obviously is interested in anything Corvette does, but that is not going to take a bite out of the super premium supercar hypercar environment. It's just not. Now, some of those same buyers may also buy a Corvette ZR1X, and this is a very expensive toy at $200,000 plus, right? But make no mistake, guys, and stop saying it. It's foolish. Like, Corvette is not going to kill Ferrari, Lamborghini, McLaren, or super premium Porsches. Even if the performance is better, it will not make a dent in their market share. Okay? It just won't. It's a different market. And that's not throwing hate at the Corvette. I am a Corvette fan. I'm just giving you a dose of reality. It's a different buyer. It's a different market. Guys, let's have some fun, because you know when you're hanging out with your buddy CJ talking about cars, I'm going to put you on the spot. Enough about what I think. I want to hear what you think. Are you ready? So let me show you a couple things. Number one, you have to make a choice. I'm about to show you and give you some options against buying a ZR1X, which is one option, but let's look at some others. I'm going to show you a Ferrari, a Lamborghini, a McLaren, and a Porsche. So actually, you're going to have 5 options, okay? You guys have to tell me, would you go with the Corvette ZR1X or the Ferrari or the Lamborghini or the Porsche or the McLaren? Now, I don't want to hear about what the best deal is. I don't care to talk about, well, CJ, the Corvette's a much better deal, price per horsepower, against the McLaren or the Ferrari. Doesn't matter. Take price out of it. Take price and cost out of the equation. We're automotive enthusiasts. Let's talk about which car you would rather have. Donuts to laps around your local racetrack, to cruising down the street, to the quarter mile, to everything in between, going to your cars and coffee. Which one of these cars would you rather have? And I'm putting you on the spot, so let's take a look at them. But I'm going to give you a rule. You got to leave me those comments and tell me which one you're going to choose. So first things first, let's take a look at this guy one more time. You got to choose one of these cars. Number one, the new Chevrolet Corvette ZR1X. Okay, let's keep going. Option number two. Option number 2 is the Porsche 911 GT3 RS. Okay. Should we keep going? Option number 3 is the Ferrari 296 GTB. Is that your choice? Let's keep going. Option number 4, McLaren 750S. Is this the one for you? Or is it this one, the Lamborghini Temerario? Guys, 5 choices. You got to pick one. Which one for you? All right, guys. So leave me those comments. Let me know, number one, what you think about the Chevrolet Corvette ZR1X. Do you agree with my commentary on it? Are you excited about it? What do you think? Number 2, the choices I gave you. You got to pick one. Leave me those comments. And cost is not an issue. I don't want to hear about price. I want to hear about you as an automotive enthusiast. Which one of those cars do you want? Cost is not an issue. It's in your garage, but you got to tell your buddy CJ which one you want. Listen, guys, enough out of me. I got a big announcement coming. and it's coming soon, okay? And you know I don't mess around. But in the meantime, I wanted to come on and talk a little bit about the new Corvette ZR1X. Most importantly, though, listen, I want to hear from you. Leave me those comments. Give me a like and subscribe. Guys, you know your buddy CJ loves you. Real Gearhead Talk. And until I see you on the next one, peace.